It's currently 6 to 27:26, roughly 1904. Now just pondering all this climate. Like the video I just made, the Carmel situation, a bunch of high schoolers. It seems to have only one. Before I made the video, none of them were exposed. But now one came out, which they showed in court, which is very horrible, and didn't really even show anything. Just a commotion, and then you see Carmelo leaving the area, which doesn't prove whether he's guilty or not. You can't even see him stab anybody. So, like I said, all these high schoolers and this crazy commotion, and nobody recorded this incident. So, and then like I said, you deal with a lot of Karens and Kens, as you see on YouTube. They create the beef and then go run to the cops, as though I may have made this video, but just in case, I'm gonna put it in the actual title, that blacks should carry body cameras, because as I was about to say, they create the beef by antagonizing you, and then when you respond, they go call 911 as though you were the one that approached. Mostly, as you see, most of the time in the Carmelo situation, they approach you. When you're minding your business, living your life. Now, see, to the 90s Philly, I can't see, but my understanding is, it's been like this everywhere in the 90s. Because I said over in how it was in 90s Jersey is now slowly creeping into Philly, because all the pops in the Black Panther Party and civil rights are becoming exterminated or in jail. So now the young bulls, but like I said, it's crazy because they got to remove your father. These racists have their fathers at home, and they're feminine and homonized and pussy. But they had to remove, see you, the Black Panther Party, huh? Northeast. From Chicago over to New York and Philly. Elder Garvey, New York. Nation of Islam are travel well to elder speakers or elder sister or minister teacher. I'm not even sure how to address the proper title. Khadija, elder minister's wife, who passed away, I believe, at 90 today or yesterday. But still, these Nation of Islam and true rebels, different species. Like ill. Exactly. It's now becoming present in these areas. But this is how Jersey do. So I didn't go to school over in Jersey in 2000. My past, he got better. No, I'm sorry, it was 2001 after St. John Newman. Like I said, I had to go to work, so I was tardy a lot of times, and my grades weren't where they should have been, because I was getting 3 hours sleep a day, except for like probably 2 days out of the week, or the weekends too. But I was just tired. But either way, when offered the opportunity to go to Jersey, I said no, because I know I'll be fighting them. See, because my mom was over since I was a baby, so I was going over there and over the years and seeing the behavior. And it's like, ironically, the school I just left, St. John Newman, except for I already knew, me being one of the small blacks in the school, unlike St. John Newman, where they didn't do it to the blacks because the numbers are equal, they would have been trying to test me even more, but see, I've been cool, because Newman, I had to check one white boy and say, touch me again, I'm going to rock the shit out of you. And he sat down, but unlike Newman, you're not spending $4,000 a year. And you're not in one of the best athletic and academic schools in the country or in the city, so you're not really worried about getting kicked out, or probably you won't even get kicked out for fighting. That's why they was kind of pushing the ball in Newman, because they knew, see, how they are in real life. They knew if they can get you to swing, they're connected. Like I said, the rule for St. John Newman, if you talk in class, you get a day in detention. Like I said, I was going to detention for like damn near the end of the year, because I was coming in tardy. It's something that I would say fudge it. It don't go to detention and get more. Detention was like 0400 in the morning, 4:15. You normally have to be there at 05:15. So at times I'll be so tired from work, or then I got to the end of the year, I just started saying fudge it. But I still had to do, because you got to make sure that you go to get your grade. They withhold your grade somehow. But but I knew I was going to come back the next year. So I was after that point, I was really on in the white bull for like they knew it. See, that's their plan. They're not going to fight you square up. It's see, they don't want you to rise. That's why I give you records so you don't join that Mason and get that, or whatever brotherhood you can join and get that knowledge. It's not a war how you thinking, like where they going to square with you. It's a war of extermination of your race. So that's why he's a bitch. Because he moves like I said, probation for saying one-on-one. He does things in which it shows him being the antagonist, that he'll call the cops. In my situation, I got it on video. And the cops still ignored the facts that you had chased him, and he turned around and said one-on-one. When you antagonize him as he walked past saying whatever, you can do that. But when he is, the point, man, fuck all that. This is how they always been and how they going to be. So that's why I'm saying, get back to the point with the top of the video. I already made this video. I can't remember the topic. $29.99, if not, or probably a little bit more. Audio and video from Amazon or wherever. Body cam. If you can afford a higher, better quality, John, buy it. But just as a black, conscious person in America, you must have a body camera from this day until the rest of your life. If you, like I said, ride down there, I'm not going to court, I'm not going to jail if I'm able to prove and know the law on that very point in time. Because even if I'm not, see, and with the white bull would say, see, I told you. And like when I say my other video, if you're supporting Carmelo, they say you're a racist. But they always say, why don't you just comply? Don't worry about it. You're a racist mind. Because if I comply and go to court and go to jail, I gotta pay for a lawyer. And still, as you see with the audio and video, still can be convicted. So to me, you started the war. Excuse me if I'm not. I humbly did that myriad of times in my life. But the audio and video, still convicted. So something happened. Look at me, I'm the crazy one. You whatever. But I'm not going to jail for murder. And you ain't, and the person trying to arrest me for some bullshit, you ain't going home. So you better have a real good reason to pull me over, an even bigger reason, lawful reason, to put me in handcuffs. Because like I said, Amendment 13, Section 19. Slavery is abolished except through, so you try to put me back in the slavery. Now that shows the motivation for a falsely imprisoned me and showing me a racist cracker system. You're trying to put me back in slavery. So as I said as a young boy, when I theorized slavery when I was dead, you're not putting me back on the plantation. Yeah, slavery is modified. If they receive wordplay, he a pussy, to criminal punishment. You're not putting me back on the plantation. Even if I am guilty, you shouldn't be able to do it. But you damn sure ain't doing it no more. I chilled out and got found guilty and ruined my fucking life. I'm making money I should be making over 15 years ago. Now 40 with a myriad of injuries. I'm just now getting there. And I spazzing my people. Especially the old heads. Well, so hold up. I'm supposed to work till I'm 80? When I did everything I'm supposed to do? 2 different trades that generate $100,000 and go to school for engineering? Nah, nigga, I'm telling you to your face. You better have a real good fucking reason to put me back in slavery. If I'm able to prove it and know the law, I'm not going to jail. I don't even care if you try to shoot. Yo, I've seen the climate. It's 1700s. In my life, at the very minimum, pre-civil rights. You're not, I'm telling you, the government, whoever hearing this, you're not unlawfully arresting me. And I'm not paying for shit. to your fucking face. Even more, see, as all y'all black consciousness, fuck all the coons. You required, see, that the hate you give. This is the teachings your parents. If they ain't, hopefully they're not whoring and trying to be under the white man. Should be putting you on to. How to deal with the police, hands visible. I ain't get, shut the fuck up. Put your hands on the fucking dash. Keep them visible. And to black people only, nobody else. Keep your hands visible. Don't argue. Make sure your audio and video. I just bought a dash camera with the inside and outside and the rear view for $74. Shut the fuck up. Keep your hands, even if you're scared. I don't feel comfortable reaching for my ID. Memorize your license. They can check your insurance and your registration through your tag. I'm not getting out of the car either. I refuse to get, no, I don't feel, if you feel uncomfortable, what they're going to say, they're going to say something versus Mims. But officer, if you get me out of this car, you're not patting me down. And you're not putting me in handcuffs. So you say for your safety, you're safer from me in this car with my hands on the steering wheel than me getting out of the car and standing. You got to turn I'm not getting in the car with you. So you're actually more in danger of me getting out of the car because you're not patting me down by law. You can have me removed from the car, but you can't pat me down. And you can't put me in handcuffs. And you can't detain me. You can pull me out for your safety, but you're not doing none of that. So by doing that, if you fear for your safety, you're more in danger. So here's my license. I remembered it. Read my license plate to get the insurance information and the registration. Give me my ticket. Don't even give it to me. Send it to me in the mail. I'm not signing that either. And have a good one or a bad one. If they don't bring this doctrine, don't even bid them Godspeed. For he who don't even greet them or bid them God, for he who does receive double for the evil which they incur. Bible talk. I don't know to Google that. If they don't bring this doctrine, don't even bid them good day. KJV. So all you black conscious, from this day forward, I made the video, but it's not, I'll put it in the actual title. You better have an audio and video on your person and on your vehicle. That way you have two reference points to record the interactions with not only law enforcement, but with a white, red man, Asian, whatever. As you saw, the Asian boys got off for it. You saw that the Latina in California and in Houston. One said nigger, so showing the mentality. It's so liberating to say nigger. California, she abused some teenagers, said, what you gonna do about it? So that shows you Psalms 83, 1 through 5, they're all against you. So don't think it's just a white man. It's every race, even your own. So from this day forward, you better, and that's a combined total of $100. If you ain't got it, cheapest. I got a dash cam for $40 and the body cam for $20. Hey man, you gotta figure it out. Ask all y'all hustling dudes on the block. That's the way you can get back to the community. Buy it for the young bulls, which you're destroying anyway. All the old mentors on the block. Dr. Umars, who said it was cool to prosecute Dr. Cosby and destroy American black consciousness against President Obama rather than demanding. Time for y'all to give back. Y'all destroyed shit. Who knows? The press issue against President Obama, whether you believe him being a coon or not. Tell me if y'all to give back. Y'all didn't set back America because by saying that shit, you reinforce that Willie Lynch and the black being therapists and the black consciousness mind, you activated or reactivated Willie Lynch by saying all that nasty hatefulness toward blacks. As the conscience tell you, you never speak. As he was saying in one of his content videos. See, I'm an avid listener and was for years. You never air out your business in front of the enemy. Never do that, right? And by doing that, you're showing the enemy division. And you're reactivating the Willie Lynch letter. So once that, all blacks, this is a war, but it ain't a war. I mean, if you're ready to go to war, Revelation 18:4 by start buying land and out the country where they can't come. And see, basically fast. Cleanse your mind, body, spirit, elevate. So, those aura books come in handy right about now, right? Don Corton Ibai. Facebook, pictures of books. Aura books, 2 of them. I got one, one was from 2021, but the one back in 2012, I believe. And build upon those on your own. But see, separate. Come over, my people, receive neither sins nor plagues. Get your mind, body, and spirit ready. But what? Prepare double the cup she's given you. As she tormented you, torment her. As she grieved you, grieve her. Double unto the cup she has given you. So you bet if you want to get the word, but you gotta be ready spiritually. Because also, what you already know what it is. It's a spiritual war first. That's why I see us doing all that spirit to get on your fucking nerves and get you to do some crazy shit. And then when they do it, then when you go out there and physically act, I don't know. Although Karens and Ken on YouTube, I don't know what he's talking about. We were just sitting over here. We were minded, and he came over here walking, and I think he might have been high. I think he should be tested for mental illnesses. That's your enemy. So why would you want to be among them? Isaiah 13:15-16. Those joined unto them shall be thrust through with the sword, their child dashed to pieces, their houses robbed, and their women's raped. Come from out of them, my people, that's really Joe Bias, Micah 2:10 is that the dwelling it will destroy to other destruction. 4:10 of Micah, dwell in the fields, for nice leave the city. Bias 40 or Job 40, 12-13. Him who was proud, put him in the dirt. That means your right hand can save you. Joshua 23:12-10. If you go back on your word and go into them and marry them, I will not drive them from the land. There'll be a thorn in your eye till you utterly perish. But before that, Joshua 23, like Moses, even better, 23:10, one will chase 1,000. Spiritually, of course. I'm a god. They gotta jump me spiritually and still can't mess with me. So imagine an army of me backing each other up. They can't even do it with me. Only 13 or more of me. They ain't doing nothing. See? the valley of dry bones rising back to life. It's time to wake up, black man. Black. No coons allowed. No mixed breed, fighting for everybody. No, I'm cool. We already been on that road. All those mixed breeds and all that mixed love everybody, what you been doing? Hijacking my rights and letting me be persecuted right in front of you. I was on that Stand Together, Fall Together. Not anymore. For over a decade now, they hopped in front of you and watched you, Dr. Richie Rashad show, while stealing your shit over bullshit. And even shit, and then when they see their own race doing shit, silent. If they do making little videos, that's just tension diffusing. And acting as though no, they ain't ready to. If you ain't ready to die for me, I don't want nothing to do with you. So for all y'all blacks, body cams from here to the end. Return to the side candor.